welcome to my channel. This is Cooper and my name is Lizzie, and today I'm going to be telling you my story. The reason I'm telling you this also is because there's such a stigma behind, you know, teen pregnancy and getting pregnant at a young age and all that kind of thing, but like I kind of want to show you, like, you don't know what other people are going through, you don't know the circumstances of the pregnancy, you know, how good of a parent they're going to be and all that kind of thing. So I just wanted to share my story and explain to you how getting pregnant as a teenager was actually the best thing that ever happened to me. About a year ago, I was diagnosed with anorexia nervosa. I didn't think that there was anything wrong with me. I thought everyone else was crazy. You know, I wanted to lose weight. I thought I was really fat and I wasn't. I got to the point where I was like 45 kgs. My BMI was like, I'm only 5'2" or 5'3", so that's like quite light. I lost like 7 kgs in like 2 weeks kind of thing. Started a treatment, the family-based treatment, so that kind of means someone's got to decide what you eat, how much you eat, like they've got to sit with you until you've eaten all the food that's on your plate. I wasn't allowed access to the internet because in case I was going to like look at things that would encourage my anorexia. I wasn't allowed to go out, I wasn't allowed to exercise, I wasn't allowed to see friends, you know, just things like that. I felt really isolated and it almost drove me insane. So I thought I was being punished for like nothing. I didn't think there was anything wrong with me, and I completely lost the plot. It got to the point where I was running away. I kind of switched my emotions off. I was getting really unwell and not even realizing it. So it got to the point where I was like, this is crazy, you know, there's nothing wrong with me. I feel fine, so therefore I'm healthy. So I'm going to be quite raw with this video. Tell you guys things that actually not many people know. So I was in my bedroom one night and I thought, you know, like I need to exercise. Like I've eaten today and I can't have these calories in me and all this stuff. Like I was completely gone. I wasn't myself at all, and I tried to run away, and it was like the middle of the night almost. It was quite late at night. Thankfully my parents caught me, and when they did, I kind of lost it. So I was crying and I was screaming and I was saying like, I can't do this treatment anymore, you know, there's nothing wrong with me. I was convinced that there was nothing wrong with me and that I was, you know, everyone else was crazy and they were pushing me into this treatment that I didn't even need. So it basically got to the point where I was really suicidal. I didn't want to be here anymore. I didn't think it was going to get better, and I was like, the anorexia was completely running my life, my mindset and everything, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like I'm going to kill myself if I can't continue what I'm doing. And it got to that. And so when I voiced that, and thankfully I did voice it instead of acting on it, my parents called the police, and this was something they were advised to do because I was very unpredictable and irrational. So they restrained me because I was trying to run away, and I was screaming my head off, and I literally screamed until the police came. Like 5 police officers came into my room with their tasers out and then their handcuffs, and I was terrified. They handcuffed me and they put me in their police car and they took me to the hospital, to the, I don't think they call it this anymore, but I think it's like called Ward 4 or something, which is like the mental ward, to be assessed by the CAT team. They decided that I was unsafe to be alone, and that I needed to stay in the hospital. So I basically had to be like watched after constantly, like continuously watched. I couldn't even sleep without someone sitting next to me, one of the hospital staff. I tried to escape from the ward. I was just at like the lowest point. And I ended up being put into the children's ward because of my age. I was 17 and it was quite dangerous for me to be in the adult like mental health ward. So I got put in the children's ward with someone watching me like 24/7. I kept trying to escape. I managed to escape. I ran away. Thankfully it was nighttime, so they locked the doors of the hospital, so I was trapped inside the hospital. I was like hiding, the security was like everywhere looking for me. I was actually hiding in one of the toilets trying to sneak out. I didn't realize that it was locked, and I came out and I accidentally ran straight into one of the security guards, thankfully. He took me back up to my room, and from that kind of point onwards, I wasn't allowed to be alone. So I couldn't shower by myself, I couldn't go to the toilet by myself, I couldn't do anything by myself. I constantly had somebody, a staff member with me. So I'd really hit rock bottom then. So when I was in the hospital, they asked me if I was taking any medication, and I said, well, I'm on the contraception pill and I'm on fluoxetine, which is an antidepressant. And they said, okay, we'll get that for you. They never brought up the contraception, and I didn't think twice about it. I was just not in a good place. I didn't think, oh no, I haven't taken my pill or whatever. So I missed one day, and I somehow like managed to get pregnant like days after, even though I took it, you know, the next day and the day after. The thing is, they didn't actually think I could get pregnant. People that were assessing my anorexia didn't believe me when I said I still got my period and things like that. Like, it was so bad that it almost seemed impossible. Like, I wasn't even like, you know, wasn't even sure if I'd be able to have kids at all. So yeah, so a few days after being at the hospital, I must have fallen pregnant. And then when I left the hospital, you know, they gave me things to sedate me and things like that. I started to gain weight, but it wasn't in the right way. Like, I kind of thought to myself, you know, like, if I start gaining weight, they'll get off my back and then I can move out of home and then I can get back into what I'm doing. And that was just the wrong way to think about it. So I was pretty far gone. Then my body started acting really strange. I need to like pee all the time and all that kind of thing. So I took a pregnancy test and I found out that I was pregnant. Now, at first I was like really scared. You know, I was 17, I was still at high school, you know, still living at home with my parents. I hadn't been with my boyfriend for that long. We'd been together for like 3 or 4 months, so it was really scary. So after about an hour after I realized I was pregnant, something kind of like clicked in me, and I was like, wait a second, you know, this is a life like inside of me. What I do to my body affects this baby like directly. It's not a baby yet, but you know what I mean. So I was kind of like, wow, like I need to change what I'm doing. Like, if I don't eat, this baby doesn't get food. If I like over exercise, it's going to affect this baby. It's going to die, or it's going to be really sick. And something just came over me. This maternal instinct really kicked in, and it completely changed my mind. A lot of people think anorexia is just about like thinking you're fat and not eating. It's not. It's a completely like mental disorder. So most of the issue is with your brain. In fact, the whole thing is it causes you to want to lose weight and have that sense of control over what you eat and all that kind of thing. So when I found out I was pregnant, it was like this maternal instinct kind of like overthrew the whole selfish anorexia, don't eat kind of thing. I don't even think I would be here right now if I hadn't have got pregnant. Like, it's been hard being a teen mum, but it's been so worth it. Like, he's such a little blessing. He's like my little best friend. My instincts took over, and I was like, I'm gonna have a child. Like, there's a baby, there's a life, and that's my baby, and I need to protect it. I don't need to be hurting my body and hurting this baby in the process. Like, I need to turn my life around, and it was really the push I needed to completely like get everything together. I'm not trying to say if you're going through stuff to just go out and get pregnant and that's gonna fix everything. What I'm trying to say is like 2 things really. One, before you start like judging teen mothers and even people in general, like, you don't know what the situation is. Me having anorexia was a pretty well kept secret, so no one really knew what I was going through. And then also, if you do have mental health issues and you are at rock bottom and you think that there's no way you can get better, like, there always is. There's always like something, like, you don't know what's going to happen. I didn't even think that I would ever get better, and something so like unexpected happened, and it changed. I didn't think to myself like, oh, if I got pregnant then my mindset would change. Like, it's something that just happened, and it completely just overthrew the whole anorexic mindset, and now I'm still here today. I'm a healthy weight, probably a little bit overweight, but I don't care. I carried this little baby in me. He's changed my life. I have an amazing life. Every morning when I wake up, I'm, you know, like excited to get him out of his bed. Last night when I was going to sleep, I was like, can he wake up in the night for a feed, because I miss him and I want to give him cuddles, you know. So yeah, he totally just turned everything around for me. I also wanted to say, like, it's not easy for everyone to get pregnant as a teen. I was just really lucky to have a supportive family. I've had so much help. Everyone's been amazing. I've been given so many baby clothes and things like that. And I just want to say, like, if you do find out that someone's struggling, or that, you know, there's a young mum out there has started from like nothing, like was in school or whatever, don't sit there and judge them and ridicule them. Help them. Offer to help. Offer even someone to talk to, you know. Someone you know might have like a whole lot of baby clothes, and you could offer them that kind of thing to them. There's also a whole lot of services that can help if you are a teen mother or you're going through something, so I'm actually going to link those below. I'm going to show you guys some like photos of the things that I got sent. Yeah, support other mums. Don't ridicule them, don't judge them and be nasty. Like, I was already at a low point and nobody knew about that because no one knew I had anorexia, so how do you think that like added to it, just, you know, throwing all these hateful things? You don't know what other people are going through. You don't know how the pregnancy came about. What if they were raped? Like, yeah, next time, you know, someone's in like a sticky situation, or you find out about like a teenager getting pregnant, or someone has like mental health issues, offer them your support. Subscribe and push the notification bell to be notified when I post more videos. And yeah.